was shot this morning. The metro area got hit by rain, hail, and flooding again this weekend. Today we could see more of the same.
Parker got hit again with lots of hail and rain, enough to kind of look like snow, if snow flowed down the street, of course. Fortunately, the hail wasn't too big. There was just way too much of it down there. Well, the storm also caused a big sinkhole to open up there in Parker.
9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live from Parker this morning. And Brianna, this is right off Main Street.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with this area, this is on the west side of Parker, and we've seen crews here bright and early for the past hour because of this large sinkhole that you see right behind me. And you are going to see signs that say the sidewalk is closed, the road is closed, no one is able to get through this area. So my photographer Joe, he's giving you a better look. Parker police say that part of Bradbury Ranch Drive collapsed and that huge hole formed over the bridge stretching across the middle of the road. So again, this is just north of Main Street near Independence Drive, and police did say that that sinkhole did not cut off access to any part of the neighborhood and that people who live in the area could use other entrances to get to their homes. So I feel like you can see from this area, from this viewpoint, crews just here trying to repair this sinkhole, and it looks like they've already filled a bit of that sinkhole just partially, and according to Parker police, the road will be shut down for quite some time. So again, I just spoke to a neighbor who's been here for more than 10 years, and he says if this can happen here, it can happen anywhere. So you're going to hear more from him in the next half hour. For now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Good morning, Greg. What could people in Parker expect today?
Let's do it all over again. More showers and storms on the way, some of which could be on the strong to severe end of things. But let's take a look at temperatures right now. If you're heading out the door and want some dry air, now is the time to do it. Temperatures in the lower 50s, 30s and 40s in the high country. Good morning, Grand Junction. Look at you guys. We're sitting at around 67 degrees. But this was after yesterday, and it was a mess with all those showers and storms. They're continuing to flow eastward, which is why we still have a flood watch in effect. That starts up at around 10 o'clock this morning, lasts until midnight tonight with more showers and storms on the way. We're under a marginal risk for severe weather, so as I said, hail up to the size of an inch, heavy downpours, all a possibility, and of course flooding too. That does include Denver. So this has been a quick check of the forecast. For now, we're going to send it over to Erica. Erica, how are the roads doing this morning?
Greg, thank you. Right now, we've been following that crash up in the Johnstown area in southbound I-25, but in the last few minutes, we did get word that it cleared out. So delays taking a little bit longer to clear. This is right in the area of County Road 16, again, as we look live from CDOT. So good news, lanes back open and moving, but still a bit of congestion. As far as what things look like across the metro, we're still seeing a lot of green out here. Out near the airport, though, we're getting reports of a new crash. It's along 55th Place, right around Netherland Street, if you're going to be headed out that way, just a bit off Tower Road. Aside from that, really not a whole much else to worry about. 14-minute commute or faster on I-25 at this hour between the tech center and downtown.
Erica, thank you. New overnight, a 9-year-old boy is dead after drowning in Boulder Creek. Police say he was tubing but fell off and disappeared. First responders found him in the creek near Broadway and Kenyon Boulevard. They did CPR, but he died at the hospital. No one else was seriously hurt. Police say you should really be careful if you're going into the water right now anywhere, because water is running really high right now.
Today, one of the people involved in last summer's Lodo shooting is set to be in court. Jordan Waddy has an arraignment this afternoon. Police say Jordan Waddy was shoving and punching someone outside Larimer Beer Hall. They say they tried to stop him. Then body camera footage shows Waddy walking toward a crowd, and police say he pointed a gun at them. That's when police started shooting. 6 bystanders were hurt. One of those officers was indicted on assault charges. Waddy is facing firearm and assault charges. His attorney has said in the past that Waddy plans to sue.
Right now, 2 people are in the hospital after someone shot them inside their car. A third person was also hit but was not shot. Police say this happened on Hampton Avenue right near Parker Road in Aurora. Police are still working to figure out what led up to the shooting. No word on a suspect. Police are asking anyone with information to give them a call.
This morning, we're trying to learn more about details of a shooting on I-70 over the weekend. Police in Denver say that someone shot 3 people driving along I-70. We've been calling police to try and get more details. We know that it happened before 1 a.m. Sunday morning on the highway near Havana in North Denver. Police say all 3 people who got hurt were in the same car. They went to the hospital and they are expected to survive. We asked police if the shooting was targeted or random. They could not tell us.
It's been a wet spring here in Colorado, and right now that's helping helping the fire risk, though this fire did keep firefighters busy on the western slope this weekend. A little more than 60 acres burned northwest of Grand Junction. Firefighters say it is fully contained now. We don't know how it started.
Congress is investigating insurance companies and how much they are investing in projects fueling climate change. The Senate Budget Committee says the insurance industry has more than $580 billion invested in fossil fuels. At the same time, companies are blaming climate-driven catastrophes like worsening hurricanes and wildfires for refusing to cover certain areas. State Farm and Allstate both stopped writing new policies in California over the last few weeks, blaming rising construction costs and the growing threat of wildfires. Climate scientists agree we have to dramatically cut fossil fuel use right now if we want to avoid the worst consequences of climate change. Insurance companies now owe answers to that Senate committee about their investments and their decisions to limit coverage.
A critical highway in Philadelphia could be out of commission for months because of this. Part of I-95 collapsed after a tanker truck caught fire underneath. The fire is under control now, but what's left of the truck is still trapped under the highway. First responders haven't reported any injuries at this point. Pennsylvania's head of transportation says 160,000 people drive on that stretch of highway every day. A team of federal investigators from the NTSB is on the way to Philly to investigate the crash and the collapse.